Hey, what's going on everyone? Kurtzing back with the Ionic Cup tournament. This is match 2 for myself in this tournament, going up against Tharpa. I PV poked his Pokemon against mine and determined that Beedrill, Eradicate, and Electivire were my best options for pretty much his whole team. So I ran with those three for all 3 sets. And let's just see how I do here. So I'm going to go for the Hyper Fang, or the Hyper Beam, sorry. Gets a shield. Farms me down, which isn't ideal for me. But bringing Electivire here, I'm able to get to a Wild Charge, but I do not throw. I decide to shield, and I want to try to get a little bit more energy here. They switch out into Sableye. So I fire off the first Wild Charge, back to back, so I fire off another one, and that takes out the Sableye. Bring back in their Lapras, so I switch right away into my Beedrill, take the Surf, and I reach a Drill Run, and that should take out the Lapras. So I take game 1. Good game there. Well played to my opponent. So now I'm going to make a bit of a switch. And I'm going to switch my B in for Eradicate for the lead, keeping the same Pokemon. I just felt like he'd probably switch something in to counter my Eradicate, so I wanted to switch it up, and sure enough, he brings in B to start. So now we're both doing super effective damage to each other with Drill Runs, but with mine being Shadow, I'm going to take a little bit more damage, but I'm also going to put out a lot more damage onto his. So we both shield correctly as well. Neither one of us tried to bait there. I switch and catch the next move on my Eradicate, and he uses Fall Stinger. So it is super effective, but it's not a very hard hitting move. So I'm able to tank that. I tank another one. I want to farm up a bunch of energy here, and I go for the Crunch. Gets the last shield, and then we simultaneously KO each other. So here I want to try to wait and see what he brings in. I chose to just bring in my Electivire. My thinking was, no matter what he has in the back, if I bring it in and start getting energy, I'll be able to fire off a Wild Charge, but I still can switch out to offset that debuff of mine. So you see here, I throw the Wild Charge, swap immediately, and throw, so he doesn't even get a move off. And now I've actually got enough energy that I'm able to throw a Drill Run, and takes out his Luxray. So I take the first 2 games to start with. So now we play the third. Technically I have won the match because it's best of the 3, but you still play it out, and it goes towards your rankings and stuff like that. So at the end of the tournament, whoever has the most wins and points and stuff like that finishes better. So game 3 here, I switch my Eradicate back into the lead, and he brings in his Weavile. So I go up for the Crunch here, and I'm hoping just to get a shield, which I do. Now I'm going to, I think I shield this, yeah. Shield a Focus Blast, that would have taken me out. I'm at another Crunch, and he decides to let that go. So now he brings in his own Eradicate. I'm going to try to get to the Hyper Fang, or Hyper Beam. He Hyper Fangs me, so I dive out of there with the energy that I have, and bring in my Beedrill right away. X-Scissor is a harder hitting move than the Foul Stinger, and I'm Shadow, so it would do even more damage. I have to let the Crunch go because I have no more shields. I feel like I'm in a bit of a sticky spot here. Do a little bit of chip damage there with my B. Bring in Electivire, and I have to throw the Wild Charge right away, or I'm going to take a move. So that takes out the Lapras, and then I'm able to reach the Hyper Beam and takes him out. So that's a good game. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video.